Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, everything in between and beyond. My name is Mortal Summer 5, and welcome back to episode 3 of the solo life playthrough of Wizard 101. We're going to go ahead and just get right on into it.
Oh, you're that unicorn way hero.
Alright, let's see if we can't do better. Welcome back. I know it's been a couple of weeks since my last upload, and I say that. I uploaded episode 2 probably a couple of days ago as of recording this. And then it took me forever to edit. Not because the video was intensively needing of edits. It's just I didn't want to. Okay, let's see. Bonk. So, welcome back. We're going to try and breeze through Firecat Alley. We'll see how fast we can get this done. But Colossus Boulevard is on the agenda for this playthrough. I think I mentioned a Sunken City part, which I may do Sunken City. Definitely Crab Alley. But the problem with all of that is getting to a high enough level in time before Crocotopia, and as we know, the side quest special on the me and Holdy play through the Myth and Death Walk. That didn't go as planned. So, but a couple of key things that you may have noticed that's different. I have a pet now. So say hello to whatever his name is. Giving me a life blade early, so that way I don't have to just wand hit to do damage. Although I think probably combined, the wand hit plus Leprechaun does more damage than Leprechaun plus 35%. But who knows? Maybe it doesn't. Just feels better to have a blade. Never mind. I think that theory is a little disproven.
Truce. We'll keep to this corner of the street, but we're not going back in the dark cave. It's spooky in there.
You know what? In the interim, I probably should have gotten a mount. Oh well. Guess we'll just suffer this speed. Alright, where are we going? Lizzo Fire Splitter. Alright, so Sir Champ is the pet's name, so it actually took me a long time to get this style of pet because I was using my death in the hatching kiosk, which I know has certainly gotten some unwanted attention over the past couple of days ever since that update. And I know plenty of people have given their opinions on the update, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't have one, so don't come to me for their opinions. Everybody is saying something about the spinning animation for the idle animation, and I'm going to give my hottest of hot takes, because you know what? We're in Firecat Alley. Hot takes deserve to be said in Firecat Alley. I didn't like it. I thought it was lazy. And you can fight me about that, but I thought the idle, the spinning was just lazy. Everybody says it's iconic and all that stuff. No, it wasn't. It wasn't iconic at all. I don't get the point of idling, in my opinion, because if you're not going to play the game, just log off. Doesn't take that long to load. Even when I was loading up the game today, it was after an update. It took maybe 2 minutes to fully log in. Just let the game update. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on the matter. Nobody asked for it, but it doesn't matter. So, that's my opinion about the update. Now, in terms of the update regarding, was it Barkingham or something? It had something to do with that. Again, I don't keep up with the game as tightly, nor do I do raids or anything like that, so I know a lot of people are upset about what's going on here. And just let me give you my average player perspective. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Okay. Shayless. Shayless Gruffheart. I need a mount. Ugh. Elf Pathfinder. You know what? I think I'm going to cut this out just for the sake of time. We're only 6 minutes into the app. We're fine. We're fine. Although I don't have very many updates to give, which would, you know, make this worthwhile. I just don't want shorter episodes, because here's the thing. I know for a fact we won't be able to get through Colossus Boulevard in this episode, even if we speed all the way through. What was that shot? What was that shot? Jesus. Okay, cool. This is still not going to kill. So I'm still going to have to end up using a wand hit. But, or an imp, who knows. At least the wand hits won't fizzle, which, I don't know why I said that. I said I was going to do a fizzle counter for this. I have clearly not held up my end of the bargain on that one, but, 49 health. Yeah, wand hit it is. Anyway, if you have seen episode 2, which hopefully you have and you're not watching these out of order, and if you are, maybe do better. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed me thoroughly getting absolutely bodied by General Achilles. Here's the thing. I'm used to playing as a death wizard where my hits heal me, so I have not gotten into this routine of looking at my health and trying to, you know, gauge what, you know, how many pips I got and all that stuff, because I'm not used to that, because right now I'm a novice on my death, and so I can usually just muscle my way through with Scarecrow or From Beyond. So I'm used to being able to muscle my way through that, and, you know, so I'm not used to healing myself with separate spells. I have to do that. I haven't done that since I played on my Fire Wizard so long ago, and he's still stuck in Dragonspire. Fire for Fiddle! Who gives a crap? Anyway. They didn't have to make him that annoying. That was a conscious choice by KI. They decided that that was a good idea to make him that annoying. Anywho. Shayless. What are we doing? Hermit's house. Oh, great. Gretel. No, at this point, this is like my third playthrough where I've talked to her recently. At this point, I'm just going to be excited to get to Crockertopia. Did I just say Crockertopia? Crocker from the Fairly Odd Parents has his own world. His name is Crockertopia. Did I ask? Did I ask for your opinion? Alright, come here, boys. Let's have some fun. I'm glad it's only defeat 2. That makes it a little bit easier to deal with. You're gonna hit the life wizard with a life spell? That's only like 2 resist. Not gonna lie, I love the Raging Bull pet. I also love Raging Bull the spell. Before it got absolutely massacred. And here's my take on all that. So, I honestly love the concept of spell weaving. I'm a Death and Storm spell weaving on my death, and I love it. I love the concept. And back when I played this, back when I was like in elementary school, back in like 2011, because I didn't know what the meta was, and nobody should know the meta at like 5 years old, or not 5 years old, I was 11 then, but nobody should be thinking about the meta. It was just for fun. In fact, I didn't know about all of the meta until I started watching WizTubers and learning that, oh, I should train into Tower Shield or I should train into Feint. And all that stuff with my training points. What I did instead was I trained into a second school. And I think a lot of people did that when Wiz first came out. I was like, yeah, I'm going to train into a second school. Like, just completely learn another school's entire roster of spells. But then, of course, everybody was like, wait, what if we maximize this? What if we get Feint so that way my, total damage is increased by 70% and all that stuff. I'm so happy they're doing spell weaving with that. And I hope they expand upon it. Now, when it comes to shadow spells, though, they really kind of have ruined. I'm gonna leave a mark here. They really have ruined kind of the, I guess you would say, the prestige of shadow spells, because when I first learned about it back in like 2016, now that's when I first learned about what shadow spells were. Definitely probably not when it first came out at all. In fact, I have no idea when it came out. But when I first learned about shadow spells and saw how powerful they were, I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And, it would make farming like the Darkmoor, before it became its own separate world, but the Darkmoor spells like Call of Cthulhu. I know that's not its actual title, but come on, it's Cthulhu. Now, I know Wings of Fate has always kind of been trash, and it's gotten worse, but there's a lot of other shadow spells that were, like, iconic. FFA, is that right? Fire from above. Yeah, FFA, which is funny because as a teacher, that's just a type of school activity. Whatever. So, yeah, I just think shadow spells have really gotten shafted recently, and in favor of, like, dual school stuff. So, like I said, I'm a novice on my death, and I just got Gravewind, which is a 3-pip spell that needs a storm pip for it. I don't get it. The pip cost doesn't make sense to me. Because it's 3-pip, 485 damage or something like that. Plus a storm pip. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Now, I'm sure as I get through Novus, it'll start to make more sense. But in terms of, like, now, it just doesn't really make sense to me. Go to the Prima Donna Tower. So yeah, it just didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me in terms of that. Now, I do like the concept of fusing a shadow spell with a regular school spell to make it more powerful. But even that being the case, there's a couple of problems I have with that. Number one, you're now taking up 2 slots in your deck to combine. Now, at that point, you're used to that with the Sun School, where you're using Sharpen to sharpen your blades, using Potent to boost up your feints and your traps. You're used to all that stuff. But it just, something about it just, I like it. It's a cool gimmick. I like the gimmick of it. They need to bring back how good the shadow spells were from before, like Glowbugs, which is now Gloambugs. Iconic spell. They're really trying to make shadow spells not worth it, which, if we think about what the story was going for then, we were kind of like the Paradox trying to make the best of both worlds, like, because shadow magic's seen as evil and we're good, so we're bringing the light with the dark and we're being paradoxical. Kind of like the whole premise of the end of Arc 3 is being a paradox, so to speak, which I think is a great concept. But they really just don't care about shadow spells anymore. And they used to be this prestigious thing, like, oh, I have shadow spells. And it had to work for it. In fact, to the point where on my death, I hardly ever use shadow spells just because they're almost never worth it. I pretty much only hit with Scarecrow. It's a good AoE. Gives me health back. It does a fair amount of damage, especially when you use especially when you use Epic on it. It's good spells. And I think that's kind of primarily just lost now. It's kind of sad. Even though I came to it late with the shadow spell. I had started getting shadow spells even after they had done all the tweaks to it, and I never really got to experience the true feelings of the awesomeness of it. But it's just, I kind of wish I did get to experience it, but I was in college at the time. Rigged. I was in college at the time, and so I never really got to experience it. That, and I was in high school, so I didn't have the fundage to, I did not know I had a third leprechaun. Okay. So I never got to experience it. I got to watch several WizTubers, especially Fire and Ice walkthrough. Don't do that. I even started rewatching it again just to see the old graphics. And I will say, the graphics in this game have definitely improved. I love the art style rework. Looks really good. Even though this area definitely chugs my PC real hardcore, but yeah, worth it. Looks good. It looks great. Alright, we gotta go to the main gate. I should get a mount. Too bad I'm lazy. I'll see what my death has, because I'm sure my death has something that I can work with. I think I have a Black Panther, because that's what I rocked at first. I think my myth has the car. Death is currently rocking an emu, because I got it from a booster pack for Wallaroo.
Hello, young. Finally, I'll need good leather. The belts the Cyclopes wear will be perfect. You can get some in Cyclops Alley. Go. How did it go? You got everything on the list? And ooh, that equipment is nice enough. There we are. Now bring me the potion. Wow.
Dang, we're about to finish up Firecat Alley in like 20 minutes. With no cuts, might I add. I don't know why I struggled so hard with Cyclops Lane. Probably just because I'm not used to having a deck build where I have to include healing spells and have to account for all that stuff. I'm at level 9, right? Yeah, level 9. So yeah. Let's get in here and beat up another elf. Then we'll probably have time to take on Foulgaze or maybe even Lord Nightshade. Did he say Friddle? He did say Friddle. I really do wish... So I did try to get Monstrous to my Life Wizard. Issue numero uno being... can't put treasure cards in the shared bank. So my death currently just has 200 Monstrous sitting in his inventory, and that's doing almost no one any good. So Don't worry, we'll get it. I may have to just strong arm Holdy into getting online so I can trade him the treasure cards so he can trade me back the treasure cards. Oopsie. I think I'm going to target him. Ice shield, okay. Probably Sunbird, and it'll probably be nope. Okay. Gonna hit him, kill him, and then heal. Never mind. Why does he get his life attack to go off? Rigged. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to heal. Well, that's not how probability works. I actually like gambling. Probably a bad idea because his health is in the upper end of Leprechaun's attack. Come on, hit him. Beautiful. Alright, he's down. Definitely gonna have to heal. I don't have to, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna heal. Yeah, heal. Hit him with a wand hit, and then hit him with Leprechaun, and then probably Imp. I'm so used to playing with, like, my death deck, which is, like, super limited, 2 hits only, and so I always feel terrible having a clogged clogged deck like this. But it's absolutely necessary, and I remember even in Arc 2, some of the things I try to forget are, you know, the 64 level decks where you have 64 cards in your deck, and you have to literally hit all of that. You need every bit of that inventory or deck space just to be able to get a hit that can hit for 20,000. Because some of those bosses have ridiculous amount of health. Which, for my complaints with Arc 2, I don't know why. I'm getting nostalgic for Arc 2. Even though I've only played through Arc 2 once, on my death. I've only been through Celestia and all those.
The dark resonance hath been driven from my brain. By the hand of this gentle wizard, I am against you.
Beautiful. So yeah, I'm getting a little nostalgic to go back to those places, even though it's only been about, well, I say only been about, it's been like 4 years since I've gone through Arc 2's worlds.
Well, did you fix...
Right. There's some pretty good stuff right there. Some pretty good stuff right there. Nice. Okay. Alright, I believe we have to go after Foul Gaze next. And then we'll be good to go. With that, we'll get Sprite. That's right, we get Sprite at level 10, which... Ugh. Level 15 we get Treant, though, which is nice.
Great ball.
Time to talk to Sergeant Muldoon. Gotta call him by his official title, Sergeant Muldoon. Alright, then we get to go after Foul Gaze, and we might be able to take on Nightshade. I'm just if I have a treasure card for... Or I can get a treasure card for Treant.
Well, hello. Say, I found this book on one of the benches while I was strolling to work this morning. It looks important, and I don't have time to drop it by the library. Would you take it there for me? Hello.
Ignore that.
You helped quell. Good.
Ignore that. Don't. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. Definitely didn't just pick up a side quest for no reason. Penny Dreadful. And we'll pick up Colossal Trouble. We'll pick up Colossal Trouble because we will be doing Colossus Boulevard. That one's just going to be a little tricky, especially solo. But it's easily doable. It's just, you know, again, like I said, I'm not used to soloing a... What's up, Mr. Lincoln? Thank you. Go to Saphira's Tower. Beautiful. Honestly, if I was smarter, I would have probably just, you know, left a cheeky little mark there. But I didn't. Oh, whale. God, I need a mount. I forgot how absolutely tragically slow I am. I just don't want to spend my crowns on that, because I'm not making money from these videos. How long have you been there? Have you been there the whole time? I don't know. Also, apparently I didn't know this, and you can go back and check one of the videos where I was like, yeah, it used to say the 12th level. I wonder why it doesn't say that anymore when referring to Grizzleheim, or the 20th level. I didn't know they removed the level limits on worlds to where you could just travel to any world at any level. I didn't know they removed that, so. Beautiful. We boost on them, and they don't ever... What kind of treasure cards do I have? Do I have any good treasure cards? Nope. That's fine. I think he has like 500 health. Yeah, 550. And we boost on him, so... I'm going to take out the minion first. Oh, and we go first. Sick. Bonk. Sick. Nasty. Yeah, I think we can defeat Nightshade today. Might cut some walking around, since that's probably taking up the bulk of the episode. Definitely gonna have to heal in between. Definitely want some monstrous. I just don't want it at the expense of my wallet, since my death has a lot of money. Okay. Load up, take him out. So it'll probably be Blade. He hits me. Leprechaun him. Ooh! Okay, he ate all of his pips for that, so... Hit him with Leprechaun. Then heal. Okay. We can do a minor blessing. It costs nothing. Hit him with another one. We'll probably have to hit him with... Or not probably. Gonna have to hit him with, Imp. Doing good damage. I still can't believe I got bodied by freaking General Achilles. That's just rude. Okay, there's a chance this doesn't kill, but that's okay. We got a wand hit in the back pocket, and he probably can't kill with 3 pips. Doesn't even get a chance. Doesn't even get a chance. Oh, that's right. I forgot about all of the crap leading up to Nightshade. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's going great. Okay, I think I will cut until we're at the entrance to the dark. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see if I'm feeling frisky. I definitely should have probably went and picked up Treant. I say Treant. I think it's... I actually don't know what that spell's called. But it is a Treant. Oh, it's Nature's Wrath. That's right. Nature's Wrath. I should have probably picked up a handful of those. You probably should have cut through it. That's fine. Not having a mount is going to kill me. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna cut. I think it was all right. I'll see you at the entrance to the dark cave. Welcome back. That took so freaking long, but ring fairies. That's a good ring. Well, I took the time to flee and come back. I definitely didn't go to the bazaar and pick up a couple of sneaky little treasure cards to help me out with this battle with Lord Nightshade. I totally did. I absolutely did. I picked up a couple of Nature's Wraths and picked up a couple of Monstrous while I was there. So, yeah. All right. All right, let's do this. Come on, buddy. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. Also put some more wand hits in my deck. Why? So the chances of me pulling something interesting. Beautiful. Okay, I did not collect me a... Dang. This is hard. Oof. That's quite a bit of damage. Alright, let's take out this field guard. It's a rough way to start a fight. You know, with Nature's Wrath and actually being able to use a Monstrous on it, that would be better. Let's just get rid of him. He's got spells I don't like. Beautiful. Okay. Probably not gonna need it. Okie dokie then. I guess we've got two of them. I mean, that makes me feel bad because now I can't do anything, but whatever. That's really rough. You feeling okay, Lord Nightshade? You want to talk about it? No? Okay, well you can have a leprechaun. Excuse me. Dang. Guess I really didn't need Forest Lord, I just need... Forest Lord? What am I on about? We're just gonna, for no pips, heal myself just because I don't want to chance it. Oh yeah, you're annoying. Freaking necromancers, man, they're annoying. Nothing like a Thurgist. Alright, do we save up for this? Yeah, we save up for that. Oof. He's going Banshee. Alright, let's hit him with the Lord of the Forest. Not even close. Don't get that until... So... Or Nightshade, do you know how to play this game? Hit him for max. That'll do.
The books on the Order of the Fang? I have not these things. Gifts to the one who freed us. To the necromancer concealed safely in my domain. In the night side, where no mortal thing can see him.
Guess we gotta go get a pumpkin head. Alright, beautiful stuff. Boink. We're still gonna keep the maximum amount of them in there just cause I need to have discardable spell. There's rotting fodgers here? How long have they been here? Am I just that unobservant? Probably. Probably. So, alright, we'll take care of these dum-dums. I noticed I didn't even get my life blade at all throughout that. Two of them. Not a bad thing either. Alright, so I've got plenty of monstrosities. The most annoying thing about these guys... Oh, I only have one in a fight. Okay. I don't know why I enchanted him. Oh, so you just want to die. I mean, there's a chance it doesn't kill, but... Up. Bitch. I know I've been trying to keep it PG, but bitch. Give me the pumpkin head. So give me the pumpkin head. Of course you're going to do this to me. Pass. Wait, why didn't I discard an imp? That was dumb. That was dumb on my part. Alright, now we just gotta... Okay, even that's not gonna be enough. Alright, hit him with an imp. Storm Elf. Yep. Bonk. Beautiful. Give it a head. Beautiful. Oh, they're all in. Great. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get more of those. May employ the service of Holy for that one. Oh, but it's not going to drop this time because it has to be when I struggle. It has to be. No other way. No easy defeating collects. Interesting. Bruh. 5 health. You're hanging on by 5. Might have been overkill. Why? Why do they have to make this? Because most of the defeat and collects in this game now have been improved. Why is this one the one where I have to, like, defeat 4 of these guys? It should not be, because at this point it's like 50-50. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Mm-hmm. 15 health this time, eh? Hit you with a wand hit. Guaranteed hit. This game should be disrespectful sometimes. Oh, thank goodness. Took forever. Alright, we are done here. Let's go talk to Meryl. And then be officially done with the main story of Wizard City. And then we get to go to Crocotopia. Yay! Except for not quite yet, because we got to do Colossus and Crab Alley.
Wizard. Huh? There. It is done. Go now. Follow your instincts. Find the hidden path.
Never mind, we're gonna... Never mind, we'll go have a little looky-loo. We'll have a look around. Apparently I'm getting a spell. Please be Life Blade. Or something useful. Oh. What's up, Dworgen?
That was very dramatic. Did you?
Thanks, Dworgen. Love you, Dworgen. Alright, talk to Meryl, and then we get to call it there. It's going to be about a 45-minute episode. That's fine. It's fine, we got a lot done.
Use wizard. What? Oh my, this
Not bad. Alright. Well, I do believe that's a good place to stop. Thank you all so much for tuning in for another episode of the Solo Life Walkthrough. If you liked what I'm doing here, please like, comment, and subscribe so that way I can continue to make these videos for you guys. And until I see you all in the next video, that's not my outro. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I hope to catch you all in the next episode of the Solo Life Walkthrough, and I will see you then. Bye, y'all.